Alright guys, so what I've got here is a data set available to me, and I am keen on representing this information. There's some demography here, there's age and gender, and then there are food ratings. And I am keen on representing this data in a chart that looks like an Economist chart. So and there's a theme to the Economist charts. Look at the color schemes that they are used. They are simplistic in their nature, but they represent information very nicely. So this is something we're trying to do. These are the kind of charts that we are trying to emulate, if you will. Kind of nice header up top, and then there's some sort of description. We've got these ratings and stuff, and this is something we want to do with this data. So I'm going to use one of the ways, a simple ways to do it. It's kind of a raw method to do this, but let's just go ahead and try and see if we can get somewhere near the Economist themed chart. So I'm going to go ahead and create a pivot chart, and I'm going to create it in the same sheet that I have. Maybe choose this cell for my pivot table and click OK. So I've got this pivot chart set up, pivot table set up with me, and let me just organize this in a way that I am going to drag this along right here. So I have got this data set right here with me, and I'm going to work with my pivot tables. Remember, I have three variables: age, gender, food rating. That's fine. Let's just turn on age, and we've got the sum of ages. We're not interested in the values. We're going to put it in the axis, right? So this gives me the possible values that the age variable can take: 17, 18, 20, 21, 24. This is what I had in my original data set too. And if I turn on gender, and that also goes to my axis categories, that's fine. Let me also turn on food ratings, and the food ratings are set up here as sum of food ratings. Probably not interested in the sum, probably interested in an average rating. So let me go to field settings and then choose average right away. Okay, so right click, field settings, and we could choose average. Okay, so we've got these average ratings now. They're sorted according to gender and ages. So for every age, we've got gender set up, but this is not very nice as a visualization. So might as well put gender in the series legend here, and then notice we've got for every age we've got both genders represented in terms of their average food ratings that they set up. Okay, so now this is something we want to work with, but also probably would not be interested in looking at every single age group as it is. Might as well just club some age groups, or group some age groups together. For example, adolescents might want to group them together, and then adults might want to group them in one age bracket or interval. So let's just see how we can do that. Now, the way to do that is to choose or click any of these age labels and go to your pivot table analyze and group a selection and choose group field. And we're going to group the field from let's just say 20 to 24. 24 is our highest, and we're going to set up we're going to group them by values of 4. So this is actually going to be one group from 2024, right? And whatever is other than this, which is less than 20, is one group, right? So we've got these two intervals now set up: less than 20 age group and another age group from 20 to 24. And this is what we want to work with. This is our data that we are basically the structure of our chart that we are so interested in, and this is what we want to work with. We want to make this now look like an Economist chart. So as itself, this is pretty much okay, but let's just go ahead and work with some aesthetics, see what we want to do. First thing that comes right to my mind is to make this a horizontal chart, so to speak, and set up the axis in chronological order. Like have 20 come up first, then 2024. So might as well choose this and go to format and turn on the format pane. So we've got format axis right here, and categories in reverse order. Yes sir. So we're going to reverse the categories, and now we see 21st and then 2024 after that. That is brilliant. And let us just also, while we are at it, reduce this to give some space for the header, right? The title, and then this, we have noticed the legend. Notice here the legend goes right below the title. So let us go ahead and set this up here, and also include title for this chart. Go to design and add a chart element and a chart title above chart. Okay, so we've got the chart title right here. What is the title though? Could be 2024 average food ratings by age groups, and I'm gonna bold this. But there's also something I notice. Let's just start with the color schemes now. Notice there's a background color associated with this. So how do we go about the background color? We select this chart. Let's bring it here. We select this and we go to home. We fill in a color. We don't want red. We want a specific color. Let's use the color dropper and choose this background color and fill this in. So now this looks like that color. And also for these bars, let's just have a specific color for them. Again, I'm going to choose this dropper and choose this specific color for this bar. And if I can look at the other color too. Yes, hold on. Yeah, this is the other color, right? It's a light pink color. So let me go ahead and choose this color too. Seems to be a bit too much to handle for my computer, but I'm gonna give it a try anyway. Okay, so we've got these basic colors set up, and notice this baseline is kind of black. This font color is black. What we have here is light gray. So I'm gonna go ahead and work with them for a moment. First of all, I'm gonna select these text options and make sure that all of these text options are in fact black. So this should change these colors also. Instead of gray, let's just make this black. The axis as well. And the ratings too. I'm also going to increase the font size. Alright, and let's just also increase this too. We can also, we can always like select this and make sure we align our chart with respect to this. This is something notice is consistent with them, with the way Economist kind of does it. All right, we're pretty much done here, but let's just fix some of these things. For example, let us set up the gap width maybe to make the bars slightly bigger, and yes, the rating should also be out of 5, right? So let's go ahead, but we don't want any minor. The major axis is 0, right? Oops. Got this out of 5, but the major is 1, right? So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Brilliant. Minor is not important, it's not showing anyway, and we will go ahead and we want to notice this baseline is slightly gray, but here it's kind of like black. So let's just go ahead and see if we could fix the axis baseline. Should be here. line, and let's just see if we can get a black line for this. We see the black line, but we also want to make it a bit, let's increase its width. Okay, looks like solid black line. Yeah, so this pretty much looks like what we are looking for. The numbers are pretty big on, notice these numbers are super big, and the font sizes are in fact big. So let's just go ahead and do that anyway. Okay, so we're sticking with 16, and have this bigger, and set this also to 16. Kind of like keep them aligned. So I want to select here just to make sure we are in alignment, and there we are. And I think this is pretty much what we were looking for. This is pretty much like an Economist themed um, chart, where we have some sort of information. We've kind of represented our information visually in a nice manner, and what we could really conclude is that the variation in average rating in adolescents, people less than 20, they're not really adolescent, but still the people who were aged less than 20 have a higher variation between male and female groups in terms of their food ratings. But those within 2024 age bracket, the average food rating between these genders does not vary so much. So we've got some sort of meaning out of the data that we had. Hope this was easy to follow, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.